What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Theory Premed. Theory Premed is a podcast following the journey of three premed students, Mo, Todd, and Nathan. We're here to talk about our path and our experiences as we bring in guests who connect premeds worldwide. If you're thinking about med school or healthcare or anything in between, our podcast
Podcast.
will give you the ultimate student perspective. Also, as always, thank you to Chapman Radio for giving us a space to record today.
What's up?
Hey.
So we decided, normally we do a little small talk, but we decided for today to not do that.
Sure.
Because we have something that might take some time. But Mo and I do have one question for you, Nathan. And we just stumbled upon this. Like we literally stumbled upon this.
Okay.
So,
As we were walking here.
I'm scared.
so okay, you're driving in a car, and you are in a situation where you're gonna hit either an old person or a young person, right?
Yeah.
You have this beautiful, beautiful young person who has a future ahead of him. Okay, and you have this old man
Wow.
who's lived his entire life. All right.
Okay. So I basically have to choose.
So what are you hitting?
I have to choose one.
What are you hitting? What are you hitting?
Is this a riddle?
I don't know. What are you hitting?
Just tell us your
That's
honest
scary.
answer. What's the first thing you hit?
No reasoning, just answer. It's a one-word answer.
Bruh. This is like, oh my gosh. Like, I sound so bad. Obviously, like, the choice that you're supposed to say is the old person. Because
You're
like
supposed to say the old
Okay.
person. Okay.
Oh,
Right.
we'll save you. We'll save you. So,
Save me.
the breaks.
The breaks. The breaks.
Stupid.
We were walking past these people, and we were walking past these people in Keck, and we heard them say it, and I was like, "That's pretty smart."
I asked if it was a riddle and you said no.
No, that's what I said. I said I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, the breaks.
Well,
The
anyway,
breaks, fam.
yeah. So what we have planned for today is to take the
What a trick.
16 personalities test. That's on it's on Google. It's the MBTI, I think, 16 personalities test. Basically, if you Google 16 personalities test, it'll be the first thing that you see.
16 personality test?
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it, discuss it if we have time, but we're gonna take it and we're gonna talk about every single question and then see where we are on a scale. So just to give a little bit more context, what it has is there's a series of questions and we'll read each one off. So it's you regularly make new friends. When you're at a party, are you in the corner? Are you in the front? Or in the attention? Are you in the center of attention? And then we basically can answer based on how extreme yes or how extreme no we are. So there's a middle dot which is neutral, but then there's on each side of agree or disagree, there's I kind of agree,
Strongly agree.
middle, and then
moderately.
strongly.
Strongly agree, somewhat agree.
It
And
looks
then the same.
for everyone watching on video. This is what it looks like.
Yeah.
I can't really see that because of the glare, but that's okay.
Yeah, but if you want to take it with us, feel free to Google 16 personalities test.
Yeah, 16 personality tests. I'm sure most people have actually heard of this before. Have you guys taken the test before?
I have, but it's been a while.
Yeah, I
So I
took
don't
it
really
in high
remember.
school once. I don't remember what I got at all. So,
Cool.
have you ever taken it, Mo?
No.
Okay,
Well,
first time.
Yep. All right.
All right.
So question number 1: you regularly make new friends.
I'm gonna agree.
I'll-
Just regular agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Like
moderately
all the
agree.
way.
You regularly
No.
make new friends.
So okay, here's how we'll do it. So strongly agree is the big green dot. Moderate agree is middle green dot. Slightly agree is the small green dot.
Mhm.
Neutral is obviously
Okay.
the gray one, and then
same thing
reverse
with
for yeah.
Okay. For me, I'd say moderate.
yeah, moderate. I think all of us
Actually,
are saying that.
I'm gonna say slightly. I'm gonna say slightly because I don't I don't know. I haven't made new friends every single day, every single year.
I mean, what do you
yeah,
consider
but
as friends?
that's what you would say. It's
I think it's up to you.
Because for me, a friend is someone who I regularly talk to.
Oh, well
So
then,
in that case, it'd probably be
bro,
more.
I already
on the
locked
slight-
in moderate, but
You can change it.
oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah. you
I
can.
mean, I don't know. For me, I do make new friends. I think, pretty fairly often, but not super close.
I'm
not
actually
super
gonna
close
stick with
friends.
moderate.
Okay.
I think I would put completely agree if I made friends every day or anything. But
If it was just meeting people on
Yeah.
a regular basis, and yeah, I totally agree. But I feel just friends who are friends and you hang out with regularly, then that's on the lower end of agree.
Cool.
okay.
Next question. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest.
Todd, yours is all the way agree.
I think it's I mean, okay, my problem is that I will
This
do
fool
that.
comes into biochem and he's like, bro, the brain has this and that.
All right, fine. But for me, it's like I just don't have a lot of free time to like look at all these things. But if I'm curious, I'll be on Google.
I agree. I fully agree with that as well.
Yeah, fair.
It's just like my like curiosity. Like I have to know if I'm curious. But
Yeah,
I feel like
I'm
all of us.
extremely
I feel like all of
curious.
us always have random facts, like fun facts.
Yeah.
What did you put? Same thing.
Yeah, all the way.
Cool.
Yeah, I went on like a spree last night. I was really curious about
chess?
no,
How
I
they
was really
cheated in
curious
chess?
about dissociative identity disorder, and I went on like this YouTube spree of watching like 2 hours of videos like about it
Jeez.
and like learning about all like the intricacies of the like I'm just that's
cool, though.
something that I do.
Cool. So next one.
Seeing
yeah, you can go.
seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. So the thing with this is like it depends on the situation. At a funeral, I'm the type of person to just like literally just stand there because I don't know. I think with funerals, like I don't think you should kind of like mourn on someone. I think it's just like it's like they've lived their life, right? They've done their thing, and there's like crying isn't really gonna bring that person back. That's just how I've always seen it. But at the same time, if I see someone who's just like at the hospital, for example, dealing with things, crying, I feel like in that case, like it might kind of get to me. So I don't know.
I'm gonna put moderate disagree.
I put strongly disagree.
Strongly
And
disagree?
I feel like it's not because I'm like not empathetic or anything. For me, I have like this weird kind of maybe even like I don't know if I call it a reflex or just a reaction, where it's like if people like are sad around me or if I can tell the mood is like negative around me, I try to like be more like positive to like even it out, I guess.
Fair enough.
So it doesn't make me like necessarily feel like, oh man, I want to be sad too. Like I want to cry with them too. It's more like, I kind of like want to help them maybe feel better, I guess. I don't know. I just try to lighten the mood or something.
I think for this one, I'm probably gonna go moderate. Yeah,
Yeah,
moderate.
but I've never had a
Moderate.
time where like I start crying just because someone else starts crying. Like I've had people like I've seen people do that, but I haven't done it.
I cry because of movies sometimes. I'll be honest.
Right.
That
I've
gets to me.
probably cried because not solely because somebody else is crying, but seeing them cry makes me cry like more easily.
Yeah.
But that's very, very rare. So I rarely cry.
All right. So next one, you often make a backup plan for a backup plan.
I'm fully agreeing for that one.
Fully agree.
Yeah.
For me, it's like moderate agree. I don't know. Sometimes like I just fully send it into things without like thinking of like I'll have a backup, but like that's like on a good day. So I don't know about a backup plan to a backup plan.
I'm tempted to put just dead middle here. Actually,
Okay.
I
But
don't.
like slightly agree.
I'm gonna put dead middle.
I'm a planner. I'm definitely a planner. Like I like to think I'm like pretty methodical with like things I do or like how I spend my time or different options that I have. So I feel like I'm just gonna put. fully agree.
Nice.
I like planning. All right. Not even that I like planning. I just do it anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I plan, but I'm not like that deep.
Yeah.
All right. So next one, you usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. For me, I think it's totally agree, all the way.
I'll put moderate because I think I'm pretty good at it. I feel like
I'll put moderate too.
I put myself under a lot of pressure anyways in the first place. I feel like, I feel like I'm generally kind of used to it. But yeah, I don't normally like.
Maybe
panic.
I'll go with somewhat because I do freak out sometimes.
Cool.
But at social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Agree or disagree?
I'll slightly agree. It depends on like who I'm there with in the first place.
Yeah, that's true. It depends on the event. Like if you're there to meet people, then you do it.
that's true too.
I feel like if you're there with someone you know, then you guys could be like kind of like double team it and just go and like meet people together.
Yeah.
That makes it a lot easier than just alone.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'll put. Let's see. I think we'll just
I'll put slightly.
assume that we're like
Alone.
alone. Well, but then it's like we already know people. I don't know. For me, let's see. I'm just gonna put.
I'll put somewhat agree. I'm gonna put somewhat agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put someone agree because I don't.
Can we guys start going through these faster? We're
Yeah.
at 10%.
How many
only.
is there? Oh, 10%.
We're
yeah.
barely at 10%. After like 20 questions.
You prefer completely. You prefer to
completely
completely finish one project before starting another.
No, I don't know. I think I'm neutral on this one.
I'm gonna go slightly agree because I do, but that doesn't always happen. Like it hardly ever happens.
I'm gonna
It depends
somewhat
on due
disagree.
dates. It depends on due dates
Yeah.
and how like big the project is.
Yeah.
Okay. You are very sentimental.
Yeah, I'll put fully agree.
I'd say moderate.
I'm a feelings type of person, guys.
I'll put somewhat.
You like to use organization tools like schedules and lists. Totally agree. I think you need to. Like in college, is like no way you can't. At least,
I'm putting moderate agree.
really?
Yeah, because I do it because I have to, and I am a planner, but I'm not I'm too lazy to like actually write everything out. I just like to keep it all in my head, which it probably isn't the best thing to do, but
Yeah. Like the same line of thinking. Like I do it because I have to, but if I didn't have to, I definitely wouldn't like have a schedule that I keep up regularly.
No, like looking at my schedule genuinely makes me happy. I'm like, yes, I'm being
Yeah.
organized.
for me, like
I'm-
if I can remember it, if I can like just like remember,
I'm
all the
putting
things I have to
neutral.
do.
I'm putting
Okay.
neutral.
Cool.
Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Slightly agree. I think slightly agree. For me.
Cause you to doubt your overall.
Like the research thing
I
that
think-
happened this week. Yeah.
I'm gonna put slightly disagree because I
I'm
think
gonna put agree.
in the moment it might make me feel that way.
Yeah.
I literally, yeah.
Yeah, in the moment it might make me feel that way, but overall after a while I'm like, you know, I think it's fine. It happens.
Dude, I 100% agree with that. I mess up like one like thing in math, and it's just like, wow, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm normally pretty good at recovering from that though.
I think in the moment
I
you're like you shut down.
Yeah.
But then afterwards you're like, okay, like let me get my stuff together. That was me during the research meeting. Yeah, if you guys don't know, I got flamed this week during our research meeting.
It was tough.
It was
So-
like 35 minutes worth of like let's just roast Mo.
So you feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. I'll put moderately agree. If I find them interesting and it's like in a casual setting, I'll be like, yo, what's up? Because then if I have an idea of like what I'm gonna say or what I'm gonna ask them, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just I feel like it's comfortable.
I'm gonna put
I'm gonna put
strongly
disagree
agree.
for me.
Seriously?
Disagree.
Why?
Just messing with you.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
'cause
okay. I was like, what?
I was waiting for that.
No, you're
justification.
comfortable. I put strongly agree for that one.
Yeah, I would
actually.
say strongly agree.
I put moderate.
You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analyses of creative works.
Uh,
I would say like
Mm.
slightly agree. I don't know. I feel like with art, like
No.
I'll put slightly disagree.
I put moderately disagree because I watched like a lot of stuff on YouTube about like movie reviews and
That's
stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
really
yeah, I was
interested
gonna
in
say-
that.
I
I'm just
agree with
thinking
that.
it's like if it's art forms that I know a lot and that I can actually analyze myself, then I like talking about it. So actually, I'm going to moderately disagree too. But then it's like if it's something that I don't know, like visual art, I'm really not great at like like extrapolating meaning from it. Like I know some people like really can.
like the
But-
blue in the lake.
Yeah, like but I can't do that. So
Yeah.
like if we're talking about like visual art, I'm like
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I don't. Sorry.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not that great.
I agree with that, but I
But, like,
think
if-
just in general,
If it's like movies and
creative works, yeah.
Yeah.
Movies, TV shows, I'm super into that. So
Cool.
And video games, like, that's creative.
that too, yeah.
So you are more inclined to follow your head than your heart.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say so.
I would say.
I think I'm more moderate, to be honest. Like sometimes it depends on the thing, like schoolwork, like stuff like that. Like definitely
Yeah.
head. But then when it's like more like personal like things, then I would say my heart.
I'm gonna say
in a way.
somewhat agree. Not
I think I'm
fully.
saying slightly disagree because it's like
Slightly disagree.
because I think I am more of like a feel person rather than like I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
feel
kind
me.
of both. But
Feel me. You see it? I thought you were a feel person.
Good joke.
All right. Anyways, I guess Todd doesn't want to feel me. It's okay.
Yeah.
So you usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. I mean, I prefer to, but that doesn't mean that actually happens. Like, so I'll put.
I mean, yeah, we all prefer to. I feel like any human being prefers
I'll put
to.
slightly agree, but just because like I like on the days off where I'm just thinking about this like on my days off, and I'm like, yeah, I mean I want to just do whatever I want to do,
Yeah.
but then it's like I feel more comfortable having a daily routine, I guess.
I'll put moderately agree. These are kind of close.
You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet.
I'll put moderately disagree.
Yeah, moderately.
Because I do worry. I'm like, oh, I hope I made a good impression, but then I'm also like
like okay, whatever.
yeah.
I'm actually gonna put strongly disagree on this one. I think about that all the time, actually.
All right, you enjoy participating in group activities. Bro, schoolwork? Hell no.
I do.
I like group
I like it
activities.
too. I'll put
Yeah, I've
moderately
had
agree.
such bad experiences with group work
Yeah,
in college.
I've had good experiences.
So
I put moderate.
no, it's always been like no one does anything and then I have to. Like,
Yeah, that's the only thing about it. But like, I like working. in
I think I'm
groups of
neutral,
people.
honestly. Like
Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
either way,
I
you're
mean,
still gonna be doing like
yeah.
work. So
I like
whatever.
group activities. I feel like I like collaborating and like learning about other people and how they like work and what they think and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending.
no,
I
No,
don't like
no,
that. No,
no.
no. Yeah, disagree. I mean,
Especially the
I'll
cliffhangers,
put
dude.
moderate because like
I'll put moderate.
maybe when there's like it's a really good show and like there's like a specific point to be
Yeah.
interpreted in
Yeah.
either way.
No, that's the thing with really good shows. That's what ruins them for me. Because like I
don't
want
know.
like some conclusion, and then they just leave it out there.
It does suck.
I
a
think-
Like
little
Game
bit.
of Thrones, the last season.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
So
but,
it's like
yeah, but basically like I put
Like
moderately
the full
disagree.
story. Yeah.
Yeah, I put moderately disagree because it's like if it's written like perfectly, then
Yeah.
it's good. But in any other situation where it's like a cliffhanger,
That's
like
what I'm
you said,
saying.
where it's like a show that like a show that didn't get renewed or something.
Right,
then
right.
That's like
That
aw.
does
like during COVID, there was a show on Netflix called The Society. Such a good show, and then it didn't get renewed. And then they were supposed to like reveal the big thing in the next season. Like literally till this day, every week, like at least once, I'm like, what's happening with this?
Yeah.
And I look up like, when is this gonna be renewed?
Have you guys seen Defending Jacob?
Nope.
It's just a like a court show, like a court case show, and they didn't tell you whether he was guilty or not by the end of the show.
Oh god, how long was the
Like
show?
you don't know. Like it was like 8 episodes or something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
And by the end, like it's all about whether this guy like committed murder or not. And by the end, like the point of it is to not really know whether
So
or not he
you
was
just
guilty.
like you make your own decision.
Yeah, and I kind of didn't like that. I mean, I get the point of it, but I didn't
Yeah.
like it very much. Okay. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments.
I'll say neutral because I like a
Yeah.
mix.
Neutral
I
as
like a mix
well.
of both.
Yeah.
I like a mix
Yeah,
of both.
I'm 100% neutral.
You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. Yeah, I totally agree with that one.
I'll put moderately disagree because I feel like I kind of know at this point what I'm interested in and what I'm not.
I'll put somewhat.
No, I feel like there's always something else to do that you could kind of discover. Anyways,
You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst.
yeah,
Eh,
I think I'm like a moderate. Agree.
I put moderate disagree. I'm not too worried about it. In a way, I feel like if something does happen, I'll figure it out, and then I'll keep moving forward.
Putting somewhat disagree.
You avoid leadership roles in group settings. I think we all disagree with that one.
Yeah, I'll put moderately disagree. I
I'm-
mean, I don't really. No, I'll put strongly disagree
Strongly
because
disagree.
I can't really like
Strongly disagree.
imagine a scenario where I don't.
Because if you're given the opportunity, you're gonna take it.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, for the next one, you are definitely not an artistic type of person. I would say moderately disagree with that one.
I'll slightly disagree.
Yeah. I feel like I can be artsy.
I'll
Yeah.
put
I mean, like, look,
slightly
we're all
to-
artsy in a sense because we're
Yeah.
doing a podcast.
Well, slightly.
Oh, sorry,
agree.
wait.
I'll put moderately disagree.
No, I slightly agree,
That
actually.
you're not artistic.
Bro, you're a theater kid.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. yeah.
You're the most artistic one.
I do like, I draw some decent stuff.
Wait, I
so-
did music. I did music.
You do music too. There you go.
All right, I'll put
All right, next one. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings?
I'm gonna put moderate disagree.
Moderate disagree.
I think if feelings are important, they're not the end all be all or more. I mean, maybe I don't know if they're more or less important than rationality, but I feel like there's value to them.
I feel like you need both, so I'm gonna go neutral.
I'm actually putting strongly agree here. So yeah, I think rationality is important. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax.
Yeah, I would say moderate.
I mean, yeah,
moderate.
moderate agree.
Moderate.
Wait, I
Sometimes
want to ask.
do it, sometimes I don't.
Yeah, I want to ask you about the one before though about rationality versus feelings.
Yeah.
Like why?
Why?
Or just what's your reasoning?
I think people can get caught up in their emotions and not rely on like facts. You know what I mean?
That's true. I mean,
We're like emotional beings, whereas like real world problems sometimes need to be taken very literally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess like
seriously.
like science, scientific literature.
Exactly.
Like
Like I'm very
the
science
vaccine
minded.
thing, the vaccine and autism thing.
Yeah, yeah. So in that
Because-
case, you should absolutely rely on rationality and less on feelings.
here we should do 3 alone and then the fourth one together and like that speed it up, because at this rate we're only at 40%.
I think
How
we're
far are we in? I think we're on a decent pace.
yeah, we're fine.
All right, let's go going then. You enjoy watching people argue.
Okay,
yes,
strongly
totally.
disagree. Like, the guy who's like sitting in the corner, rubbing his hands together. He's like, "Oh yes,
Yes, popcorn.
strongly
Yeah.
agree."
You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself.
I'll put slightly agree.
I would say slightly disagree.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, if you put anything in the agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta put yourself out there, bro. Like, that's just how it is.
Yeah. Your mood can change very quickly.
Slightly disagree.
Yeah, I slightly disagree too, because it can, but like,
Depends on the day and how much
Yeah.
sleep you get.
yeah, exactly. How tired am I?
I'm gonna put moderately disagree on that one. You
You-
lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you.
Slightly agree. I'll be honest.
Are you
like,
kidding me?
I
You're
think you're-
full
yeah.
agree.
No.
Yes.
You're
Are you
absolutely
kidding
strongly
me, bro?
agree.
Strongly.
Yeah.
This is you in a nutshell right here.
I put slightly agree.
I felt targeted, bro.
It is, bro. I'm putting moderate. I think.
No,
put
because like,
slightly.
bro, there's things that need to be done like in a certain amount of time.
Exactly. You're just justifying yourself.
Yeah.
So put strongly agree. Put strongly agree.
Yeah.
I think only sometimes do I lose complete patience with people. Like I'm always very patient. And
Okay, no, I'm gonna go moderate because I do like. At the end of the day, I'll still like help,
Uh huh.
but like I do get impatient sometimes when like things aren't
All the
like,
time.
So you
I'll
often
put
end up
moderate.
doing things at the last possible moment. Disagree. Moderately disagree.
I'll put strongly disagree. I tend to not be a procrastinator.
About a lab report last week or 2 weeks ago.
Okay, but that's literally because I had like I had like
Put it down
a
to moderate,
quiz,
bro.
I had a quiz, I had a test.
I
even
put
that,
somewhat
man.
agree.
But I
I'm a
even
procrastinator.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm putting strongly disagree. I tend to not procrastinate unless I like have an exam the day before the lab report is due. Like
You've always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death.
Yes, totally agree.
I'm a moderate.
I'll put slightly because I do wonder, but like I used to wonder a lot more, but now I'm like, I mean,
Our
What am I
our
gonna
Soch
do?
professor
Prove it?
brought up a good point though. He was like, you were always being taught about about death
I'll put somewhat.
from
put
people
some,
that
yeah.
have never died.
yeah,
That's true.
boom.
That is blowing my mind right now. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own.
No, I
agree.
think slightly disagree.
Really?
I'll put slightly agree because maybe like I'd rather be around like one person, but definitely not like more than one person like all the time. I definitely
That's Christina for him.
yeah. Or I mean just like yeah.
I'll put moderately agree. I do like to be around people. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical.
Oh, I'm a
No.
strongly disagree for that one.
No,
I love that's my
disagree.
favorite. That's like that's
a
like our
fun-
hypothetical like episode. and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's when I gain interest. So
Yeah,
it's the
exactly.
exact opposite. I would say.
What are you putting?
I put strongly disagree.
Yeah,
But no, I was
yeah.
gonna ask something. I hate when like you're like what gets me bored of those conversations though is when like you're just talking and like let's say you have one perspective and like I have one perspective, and like one person's like, you're just getting like overly defensive about this and that. I'm like, bro, we're just having fun with like a theoretical topic, you know?
Yeah.
But like when like people like start taking it to heart, and then
Mm.
like I'm like, I don't feel like talking about it anymore.
Yeah. That's
So-
fair. I don't know. Too theoretical is kind of crazy, but anyway. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. I think
Easy.
no.
I'm gonna fully agree.
Fully agree.
I think I'm pretty empathetic.
With-
I
Which
think
are very different. You've never experienced something like that?
I would say
Yeah.
I would say moderately agree from you.
because I always feel
Putting
like
neutral.
yeah, I feel like one of my like strengths is being able to like, put myself in other people's shoes and like be and, like understand people. even
That's
if I've
great.
Never.
I think it also
Yeah.
depends on how close that person is to you. If it's some like random person that like you've literally never like seen or anything like that, and it's just in that moment, like first like, and you're in the middle of something, like I think it's hard to like fully grasp. But then if it's someone who you know, like for example, like us three, like you
Yeah.
obviously like have a better.
It
connection with
takes me a minute to like fully put myself in somebody else's shoes, but eventually I do. So I'm putting neutral.
that. All right, next one. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. Strongly disagree.
I'll put moderately disagree. I mean, it's like the procrastination thing. It's like it's not. I'm not a
Yeah.
procrastinator.
I mean, decision making, I'm gonna put slightly disagree. You rarely second guess the choices
go
that you
neutral.
have made.
Neutral.
I'll slightly disagree.
I'm
'Cause
gonna
I think I do. Well,
I'm gonna put somewhat agree.
no, I'll put slightly disagree because I think I kind of do sometimes, but not as much. I definitely not as much as I do.
It takes somebody else telling me, like another option to second guess my own choice. Usually,
Yeah.
Although I don't know. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need.
Hell no.
No, disagree.
Yeah, I'm gonna put somewhat disagree because sometimes they can be really
What I
fun.
need is sleep.
I know. I just need time to decompress.
Yeah.
So I'm putting strongly
And
disagree.
then contemplate having to start
I'll
to
put
write the lab
moderate.
report.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
All
you
right.
enjoy going to art museums. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put strongly
Slight-
disagree.
I'm gonna put
Yeah,
slightly
I'm gonna put
disagree.
strongly.
Like,
Although-
have you guys been to the Huntington Library in LA?
What's that
place is
one
pretty cool.
about?
It's like a huge garden and it has like an art museum in
Oh.
it and stuff. It's really cool.
I don't know.
I might have
I've been
been
to
there.
other art museums and they. I don't know, it's definitely not my favorite thing. But I'll go if other people want to go. But I wouldn't really choose it for myself.
I'm strongly disagreeing. You've often had a hard time understanding others people's feelings.
I'm putting strongly disagree.
I'm
I
gonna
feel like
put
that's like what I'm best at.
I'm gonna put moderate. Somewhat. I'm gonna put somewhat.
But
Disagree.
I'm more on the disagree, but probably like slightly disagree.
Yeah.
Cool.
You like to have a to-do list for each day.
I
In
mean,
my head.
I'll put slightly agree.
Yeah,
'cause,
I
like,
agree.
I mean, I
Moderately
do. I'd
agree.
rather have a to-do list than not.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always like
Actually, I'm gonna put strongly here because I feel like I'm always making to-do lists for one specific day. So
You rarely feel insecure. I would say agree. Like totally agree.
I'll put moderately agree. I think. Yeah, I don't really.
I'll put moderate as well.
I think I think we're like
Insecure.
old enough and we're like mature enough to the point where it's like
Bro, who cares?
where we don't. Yeah, where we're pretty secure about ourselves.
You avoid making phone calls. No, I completely
I
disagree.
love phone calls. I feel like it's more efficient than text.
I'll slightly disagree. I mean,
I'll moderate because sometimes I kind of don't want to be on the phone.
It also depends on the
whatever
person that you're trying to contact.
I
Yeah.
guess, but I'd rather get a phone call than an email and make a phone call than an email.
I'm just like totally realizing how much I've changed because I'm like constantly comparing. Like, I'm pretty sure if this was me in the past, I would have totally been like, yeah. But now I'm like, I mean, it's fine. Like, I'm used to it now.
You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own.
No, I wouldn't say a lot of time.
I'm gonna put moderately agree.
I'll put slightly.
I'll put slightly disagree because I mean, I don't really spend a lot of time trying to understand them. I just kind of feel like I do. I don't know if that's the point of the
Todd
question.
is just cracked at
big
life,
brain.
bro.
I don't, or I'm just like, I just try to understand the person. I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna put slightly disagree.
In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities.
I'll put moderately agree. I'll put strongly agree.
Really?
Strongly agree.
Yeah.
Really?
I think so. And historically, I
I've
haven't.
never seen you initiate an activity.
He just doesn't hang out with us. That's it.
I'm
Dude,
gonna
I
put
just-
somewhat agree.
I got school, bro.
Yeah. What do you put, Mo?
All right, I'll put moderate.
I would slightly agree.
Yeah, me too. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible.
I'll put slightly agree.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes it's like out of your hand where it's like, all right, well, I just have to do this.
You are still bothered by mistakes you
moderate.
made a long time ago. I would say moderately disagree.
Yeah, me too. Because I maybe sometimes like you'll think about that one time in like first grade where you actually like peed your pants in front of everyone and you're like, but then
Yeah.
it's like it's just that slight embarrassment. But then I think about it, I'm like, well, I doubt anyone remembers anyways. And
At least you didn't sharpen your pinky to get out of a test in third grade.
yeah, what?
Yeah.
You sharpened your pinky?
I literally put it in the sharpener and
Wow. Yeah. Well, I never.
I got out of the test.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
I never peed my pants.
I
but-
definitely remember like embarrassing moments from my
Thinking about
childhood.
that, just
So I'm gonna put somewhat agree.
yeah.
You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life.
I'll put
Slightly disagree.
moderately disagree. I used to do that all the time in high school, but now I've kind of done that.
I'm gonna
less.
put neutral for this one. I'm not sure how much I think about it. Not really often, but
Yeah.
I do still sometimes.
Your emotions control you more than you control them.
Okay, Darth Vader.
Bro,
Your emotions
what Darth Vader?
Your emotions control you.
I don't know.
I don't know. That wasn't it.
not-
Huh? What did you sound like?
No, I yawned. And
Yeah,
then
I
I went
know.
into like talking. I was like, I'm gonna keep this voice.
Um,
I'm gonna put moderate disagree.
Your emotions control you more than you control them. I would say slightly agree because it's not really anymore. They used to a lot, but not really anymore. But I still feel like I have to hit slightly agree.
Putting slightly disagree.
You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it's completely their fault.
I'll put neutral.
I'll put slightly disagree.
You
I mean,
take great care to not.
I think it depends on the severity and how often they do it.
yeah.
Like first time, like I'm like, okay, I get it. Like stuff happens, but like if it's just constant, I'm like, bro, come on, like get your stuff together.
I'm gonna put moderately agree. Actually,
Cool.
I don't want to make people look bad. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts.
I'll put moderately agree. I think so. Cause I just like,
I'll be in bed 1 second. I'll be like, let's go.
yeah. Oh, this one's kind of hard. What do you think? What do you?
I don't know this
I'll
one.
put slightly agree.
I'm gonna put neutral because I just don't really know.
When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you.
Well, I found out this week.
Wow, that's really sad. Like
I'm
if you
putting
think like
strongly
this.
disagree. I don't feel that way.
Wow, I'm putting strongly disagree. I mean, very very rarely do I think something like that. Maybe moderate. Maybe I've thought about it once or twice.
Moderate disagree for me.
You would
I
love
feel like
a
it has to
job
come
that
through your
requires-
mind. Like there's no way.
Yeah, I think so too. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I'm gonna
Slightly disagree.
I'm
Slightly
putting moderately
disagree.
disagree because I feel like what makes like work or like school the best is when you have people that are like fun around you.
Yeah, you're right. Although it is kind of nice to like work alone, so
Like,
it just
yeah.
gets done.
Like
You know?
I'd sometimes want to be alone, but I'm also down to just have like other people like who are collaborating and like who are
Yeah.
fun and make the workplace fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions
Totally,
is a
I
waste
totally
of
agree.
time.
It doesn't mean I'm gonna stop
Really?
doing it, but I'm still gonna do it.
I'm putting fully disagree.
Really? You think it's not a waste of time?
No, I love those things. I think it's super interesting.
Well, I mean, it could be interesting, but this could still be a waste of time.
Yeah, I don't think it's a waste of time.
Really?
No, because I think it's like a
Oof.
basis of things. It's just like learning about the way people think, and I find that to be interesting. I don't think it's a waste of time.
I'm putting completely neutral here.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle
But why?
What? Oh.
because I see both sides completely. I think it can be a waste of time, but I don't know. I find it really interesting at the same time, and there are some instances where philosophy is very useful. So. But
It
yeah.
can bring up good ideas, though.
Yeah, and bettering like humanity and stuff like that. Like philosophy is important. It's just like I'm not sure spending too much time of it is really necessary.
I mean, yeah. For me, it doesn't have to be like saving the world or anything, but it's like I don't know. I just think I find it interesting to learn how other people think and to to learn basically their thoughts on these sorts of ideas that won't really have an impact
Mm-hmm.
to like how things are to what the world is, but just to learn about different people, I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
isn't this just you thinking to yourself?
Oh, pondering.
Yeah. Like if you're sitting there like not doing anything, and just thinking to yourself like,
I didn't
I
see
wonder
that.
what happens like if I turn into a zombie, like
Well,
that's a waste of time.
that's theoretical instead of philosophical. I think. I don't know for sure.
I'm still neutral.
Okay, fine.
If you-
I'll put moderately disagree
We talked a lot about this.
because I
one.
talk about it, but I don't really think about
Yeah.
it.
All right, next one. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres and quiet, intimate places. Slightly disagree.
I'm gonna slightly agree.
Oh, I'm putting moderately disagree. Like I don't like bustling atmospheres. I like
New York.
quiet.
Like I've been to New York. I think it's
New York.
Really?
a cool
I don't-
place.
I'm like not the biggest fan of the city,
I wouldn't live there. Like
but
maybe, but I still put somewhat agree because I'm not gonna like live on my own like in like the country. That's quiet, intimate.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. So
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't live like right in the middle of the city in like one of those like super small like apartments in New York.
The
where
Yeah,
it's,
apartments is
like,
what
definitely
gets you,
not.
dude.
yeah, where it's like you can't even
people who
lay
like that would
down.
put strongly agree here.
Yeah, so I'll put, but like yeah, I'll just put moderately.
Have you guys seen the TikToks where like they have a bed and like right in front of the bed there's like the oven and then they have a ladder that
yeah.
goes up and it's like their
And
closet.
they like can't even lay down.
Yeah. Like
Like,
they're 5'6"
yeah.
and they can't even like.
And it's like
And
about-
that's like $1 million apartment right
Yeah,
there.
it's like- it's crazy.
It's that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
New York's crazy.
You know at first glance how someone is feeling.
I'll put slightly disagree. No, actually, I'll put moderately disagree because
Really?
I feel like if I just look at someone, it's hard for me to know exactly what they're feeling. I need to like talk to them. Yeah.
I'll put slightly agree.
I'm gonna put slightly agree as well. I think I can read people decently.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just I like to hear from them.
You feel off. Well, you often feel overwhelmed.
I feel like neutral on this one.
I'm gonna
Like neutral to like
Seriously?
slightly disagree.
I'll put slightly agree
I'm gonna put moderately agree. I think
because I like
feel
very like
overwhelmed.
sometimes I feel overwhelmed, but it's pretty rare.
But I feel like all of us know that like when it comes down to it, like we're gonna get it done.
Yeah.
I think that's
I'll
what
put
helps like
neutral.
relieve.
I'll put neutral.
Yeah. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps.
Well, it depends what it is. If I need to, then obviously.
I'm gonna fully agree with this one.
Fully agree.
Yeah.
I'll go slightly disagree.
I'll put slightly agree.
Yeah, I don't think I like when I'm like putting together stuff. I don't skip steps. Like
Yeah, I follow instructions. I'll put moderately agree.
I'm a rebel.
you are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial.
I'll put slightly disagree.
No, I think I'm gonna go like with
Really?
slightly agree.
I don't know. Controversial things are. I mean, like, it depends.
I'll put somewhat agree.
Like, I'll talk about controversial things to people that like I'm close to, but like in general, I'm not.
I think those are the conversations that need to be have.
Need to have been had.
Yeah.
That need to be had.
Yeah, need to be had because that still sounds weird. Okay, anyways, just because those are usually the most difficult conversations to have, and I feel like we just need to become more comfortable talking about them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. It depends what it is.
Yeah. It's like vet school. I'm sorry, bro. I'm going to vet school.
I'll put slightly disagree.
Yeah.
I'll put slightly disagree. As
I'm
well.
honestly going to put
But
moderate disagree.
if they really, really needed it, I mean, obviously, yeah. But I guess it's just the opportunities that I feel like the opportunities we face, the opportunities that we like are presented, are a lot different. I feel like than what the question's really asking.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I feel like a
Here,
lot
how
of
about
times,
this? You have one plane ticket to Japan, and it's either you or your mom, and your mom really wants to go.
Oh, I give it to my mom.
Okay, I think that's what the question is kind of headed, like that type of thing.
I guess
Really?
I'm putting slightly agree then.
Yeah, then for that, I would say for that, then it's like definitely agree, right? Because I'm like, whatever, I can just go later.
It really depends.
Well, yeah, but it
maybe
depends.
neutral is the
It's-
correct.
But if it's something on merit where it's like, let's say med school or something like that, like, I'm sorry, bro.
yeah, I'm
So-
gonna say it depends and
I'll
put
put
neutral.
I'll put neutral.
Neutral.
I think that's a good
You
point.
struggle with deadlines.
Strongly disagree.
Struggle with deadlines. Yeah, strongly disagree.
I'll put moderately.
All right, so then you feel confident that things will work out for you.
I would say.
I'll put strongly agree.
Strongly
I
agree
think
for
I'll
me
figure
as
it
well.
out anyways.
I'll figure it out too.
I hope we don't all get the same thing.
Your gender optional male.
All right, so let's see our results in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, here it is, guys.
agree.
Oh, Todd and I
Oh,
got the
God.
same.
What color?
Green.
Green.
Yeah, me too.
Protagonist. We're all protagonists.
Oh my god! No, there's no way.
No
There's
way.
no way.
Are you serious?
Protagonists
Wait,
are
but
inspiring
I feel like we put
optimists.
very different answers in some of the questions.
You know, honestly, I kind of feel like what happened was that we kind of persuaded each other.
That's
to,
why I
like,
was
agree
saying, like,
with
let's do
each
this.
other.
on a
everything.
couple of
Yeah.
them. On
You know
a
what?
couple of them.
You know what we should do though? We should before next episode, we should take it by ourselves and see like try to forget about it and then like do it later and see.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Okay, so what is a protagonist? So protagonists are inspiring optimists, readily taking action to do what they feel is right, which I think describes a lot of our
the thing is that this is saying I'm extroverted and I'm pretty sure I'm not. Well, what'd you have for your present?
Well, it says you're less extroverted than me, which
Yeah, I
makes
have-
some sense.
I put more extroverted than
What's your percent? I'm
57, 43.
Really, that's what mine says too.
Really?
Yeah.
What does yours say?
I'm 70% extroverted.
Extroverted?
What's your energy?
Energy's 54, and
Six-
you're 52.
I'm 63 intuitive and 37 observant,
Interesting.
which I kind of disagree with. I think I'm more intuitive. Than
I think
I
observant.
don't know.
Wait. It says 67 observant, and you're still protagonist.
What's your nature? Mine's
Nature.
59% feeling, 41% thinking.
Bro, this thing is
No
rigged,
way,
bro.
Mo, we got the same nature.
Bro, I think this thing is
We have the
like,
same
rigged.
nature, exactly.
There's no way this is real.
That's
We just
crazy.
you see, we just wasted like 35 minutes of our lives taking this test.
We really got the exact same
I think-
characters.
I think it's the fact that like we like swayed each other.
I don't know. I really think like because some of them we were just complete opposites, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe just like all of them together, you know, boost some skills, boost and lessens others, and we all balanced out, you know. And I guess it makes sense that we're all very similar, but still, kind of crazy.
Yeah. So let's see.
Tactics. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. What'd you guys get for that one? I got
put
58% judging.
75% judging.
What do you get? What was your judging?
58% judging. With you?
97, 67.
All right.
67. Yeah.
I think the big differences are in those like subcategories like tactics and
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay, so here's like more interesting stuff. So let's look at. I'm looking at career paths for the protagonist, and it says,
Wait, where do you see the career paths?
it's on like the left. Well, for us, it's on the left tab, but I can read it out. So it says, thanks to their emotional intelligence and social skills, protagonists can excel in nearly any people-oriented field, such as human resources, event managing, recruiting, or public relations. That said, they tend to feel especially motivated in positions where they can guide others to learn, grow, and become more independent. Many people with this personality type gravitate towards careers with an altruistic bent, such as social working, teaching, counseling, coaching, healthcare, or public interest law. Well, there we go, guys.
All right, guys, we're in Mexico.
Nice.
Let's go. We're in.
Let's see some weaknesses.
Can we
though.
attach this to our applications?
Wherever they work, protagonists rarely lose sight of their core mission to improve people's lives. Wow, guys.
Dang, we're
Made for it.
doctors, man. Some of our weaknesses is that we're unrealistic. Many protagonists put pressure on themselves
No.
to.
Unrealistic?
That's what it says.
No.
To
But
write.
just close out of that. Close out of that tab.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
like-
weakness for you. Overly idealistic, condescending, intense, and overly empathetic. Man,
Interesting.
I'm not sure about any of these for me. So I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
It's
let's look at some strengths and weaknesses and see if we like agree or disagree. So one of them is receptive. Protagonists have strong opinions, but they're far from closed-minded. They recognize the importance of allowing others to express themselves fully. Even when protagonists don't agree with someone, they recognize that person's right to voice their truth. I mean, I think, yeah, for me, but then it's also like one of those things where I feel like most people would be like, yeah, that's me, you know?
But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think this whole like personality test, like
You don't believe in it?
whether you're Aquarius, whether you're all that, I think that's all of that is just like stupidity.
But
Because
we
they're
actually took a
they're
test.
very broad statements being said that like it's pseudoscience, bro. Like it's just very broad statements being said that anyone could like really like put themselves into.
I think the like signs, astrology is pseudoscience, but I don't think like personality test is.
I think it
I mean,
is.
this
this is a standardized test, like
Yeah.
for every person. They take the same questions, right?
Yeah,
and people get different stuff.
and the thing is too that this is also a short version of like there's like an actual longer one. I think.
Longer one. What type of
Yeah.
questions are to be asked?
Probably these, but
I think I
but
did
more.
take the longer one before.
Interesting.
But yeah, and in the beginning, it was like 93% of people who take the test like strongly or just agree with like the result. So I don't know. I think there's
Well, that's the
definitely
thing.
something to it.
The results are so broad that anyone can agree with them.
Yeah. For me, I'm
Maybe.
So that's the whole point of it.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm pretty sure that when I took this the last time, I was the same thing, but instead of extroverted, I was introverted.
Well, I mean, I
Which
feel like
makes more sense to me.
you have become more extroverted, like over the years.
Maybe, but I feel like I'm still not too extroverted. I mean, it's
You
like I really
are.
like to go.
I think you're more extroverted than you think you are.
Yeah, same.
I like to stay inside.
Bro, this fool in class, he starts like pulling jokes in the middle of
Yeah,
lecture.
I know.
and
He
stuff.
don't- you
I-
joke
yeah,
more
because
than
I'm-
anybody
yeah,
in
bro.
because
class.
I'm funny, bro.
Because you're funny.
What can I say? I
No, you
mean,
just like talking. That's fine. Like you just
Middle of class, you just hear,
Yeah, he's
"Woo!"
like-
and then like everyone starts cracking up.
what?
Yeah, in the middle of the lecture.
Wow.
yeah. I think.
And
I
no,
think you're more
dude,
extroverted.
the other day in lab, I just look at Todd. Todd, he's just sitting there in the middle of the lecture, and he goes.
What?
I don't do that. No, I did not do that.
I see Dr. Bond look back, and I just see Todd doing that, and I started laughing, bro. I saw Dr. Bond just look at you and just be like, "What's
He's like
happening?"
overloading
Wait.
from biochem
When did I
information.
do
Like
that?
too
You're,
much.
you're literally sitting there, and you go. You started doing that.
What?
I was like, "Are you okay?"
No, I don't remember doing that.
You literally did that. It was so
I
funny.
don't remember doing that.
You did.
This is last Tuesday?
This Tuesday, yeah.
No.
Yes, bro.
I would not do that.
I was laughing.
Was it while he was
The
lecturing?
energy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, I wouldn't
Yes,
do that.
bro.
I wouldn't like do that
He
on
doesn't
purpose.
believe it.
No, I wouldn't.
So
no.
are you having like an episode or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
It was overload of knowledge. He was just like
He's
Bond.
like Dr. Bond.
Dr. Bond was like laying it all on him. He's like
I don't know.
amino
I don't-
acids, bro. Like,
I don't think I did that. I don't think I did that.
Histidine.
downloading histamine.
Yeah.
It was very like random, and I was like, "What's happening?"
I don't remember doing that.
That's amazing.
Show me video proof.
That's
I did not
amazing.
do that. There's no way I
Yes,
did
you
that.
did.
If you ever do it again, we'll let you know. Yeah. That's crazy. Okay, guys, what do you think? What are your thoughts about
I think it's
the personality test?
BS.
Really? I don't know.
I think what it was that we just influenced each other. Because there were a lot of times when we put something and then we talked about it. And we were like, all right, I'll put this one.
Like, but when we talked about it, like, we actually agreed with what the other person was saying. Like, they gave an example.
Psychology 101, bro.
Yeah, I think it's psychology. It's all
I don't know.
psychology.
Psych 101, homie.
I don't
Because
know.
I think if we took it individually, we probably would have had like different things. Maybe
we should have taken
And also rationalizing different questions would have been different. Like if
Yeah.
we're in a group.
Yeah, because we talked about the questions and we put them in the same context. for
Yeah,
all of us.
I don't know. I feel like we
So-
all tried to like kind of really make it to ourselves, but I don't know. Yeah, you're right. So there might
That's
be
ki-
there might be some influence.
Yeah,
but
that was like a cool experiment, though. I guess.
it does it is crazy that we all got the exact same one out of 16,
And I feel like we're all very different.
I mean, I think we have similar personalities, and that's why we like get along. But there are definitely some very key differences in our personalities, and that this does not show them. So, yeah, I agree with the choice for myself, the protagonist choice, but there may be some influence going on here. So I don't know.
It's rigged.
It's rigged.
Wait, Nathan. Quick question. This is kind of off topic, but what have you been doing for like non-clinical volunteer? Just out of curiosity.
Well, mostly church stuff so
Church stuff?
far.
That's really cool.
And I'm actually hoping to join you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. Did you sign up?
Send me the link, bro. Like I'll
I
sign up.
sent it in the chat.
Oh, okay.
It was
I'll do
it was
it.
a while ago, though. So just make sure.
And I'm gonna definitely start volunteering with Hemophilia Foundation of Southern California.
We got
very
Lego
soon.
Club coming. We have to change the
that
club
too.
name.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about being a camp counselor.
Camp counselor?
during my gap year.
Ooh.
Where or what
At
camp?
Camp Painted Turtle. It's a camp for children with disabilities that I went to
That's
as
pretty
a
cool.
kid because of hemophilia, and I had amazing
Well,
experience.
that counts as a disability. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's one of like the categories of disabilities that they take at the summer camp. There's like a whole week dedicated to like hemophilia.
Oh,
So like
really?
yeah, it is a fantastic place, and the reason I'm thinking about it more is because there's somebody in my chem lab who actually was a camp counselor there, and I've been talking to him about it. He's like, "Oh yeah, dude, it was like the best experience ever," and I was like, "I've always
Goes
wanted
in,
to
it's
do
like the
it."
worst experience.
Wait,
No,
is
it
it
isn't.
is it like over the summer?
It's over the summer, and yeah, so I've been highly considering it. I wanted to do it last summer, or not this past summer, the summer before, between freshman and sophomore, but I think it was still shut down for COVID.
I'm not gonna lie,
Awesome.
honestly, like those type of like camp things. I remember like when we did the outdoor ed.
science.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was fun, dude. Especially the night where you got to do like your own play with like your group. Did you guys get to do that?
I think so. It wasn't.
was-
I don't remember having great memories from that.
No, I had a really good. I mean, you got
Okay.
bullied, right, by the person.
What are you guys talking about?
No, that was my friend. We
Oh,
we
yeah,
were just
yeah, I
messing
remember this
around,
story.
and then
I
I got in
remember
trouble
this
for it.
No, that
So-
was one of the best experiences ever. It was like we basically got sent out to
Mhm.
an outdoor like camp place,
Yeah.
and they put you in groups where you stayed in a cabin with them, and it was like a week.
Yeah, it was in like 5th grade.
That's
I
the
wanna say.
one.
I think it's
Fourth
You
or
guys
fifth.
both
Yeah.
did it,
Yeah,
just
'cause-
independently.
Yeah,
That's
Well, no,
cool.
no,
a lot of
that's-
schools do it.
No, it's because
Oh,
yeah, it's
okay.
through school. So it's like I think all the Irvine schools did it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
At the time, I was at Anaheim School, and we did it too.
Is that the one you like your friend saved your life at, or?
Well, it was our joke.
Oh, that was the joke.
Yeah,
Okay,
so the joke was that you push the person and then you catch them and you say, "Oh, saved your life."
Oh, okay, and then okay, I remember
and then
now.
He, yeah,
I remember
and then
now.
he pushed me,
and then you always
and
like,
then didn't catch me, and then So
and,
then,
and you
yeah.
always got him back for that.
Saved your life.
Yeah,
No, I
saved
never
your
got-
life, bro. That one time, remember?
I never got him back. It was the fact that he would always do stuff and it would get me in trouble. Like, so he would do stuff to me and then I would get in trouble for it. But it's okay. We're still close friends. He's over at Boston College now.
Say hi to him.
But yeah.
Nice. All right.
Anyways,
So do we have anything more that we want to talk about before we wrap things up?
Do you want to do a most pre-med thing to say?
what's the most pre-med thing to say?
regarding protagonist.
My person.
I'm a protagonist.
I'm a protagonist.
My personality is
leading
science.
the way.
My
Yeah.
personality is science.
Or my personality is pre-med if we want to bring it back to last
Oh
time.
yeah, that's
yeah.
good. My personality is pre-med. Like
Pre-med, yeah.
God.
I mean, you're pre-med
that's
too,
my
right?
personality. Like,
We're the same.
We're all the same. What? No, if you haven't listened to the last episode, check it out. Episode 27, The Realities of a Pre-Med. Pretty cool episode. It was our first episode with video, and this is our second one. So, hey, guys. And hopefully soon we'll be doing some TikTok. You'll see us TikToking.
Let's go.
Our TikToks, yeah. That'd be fun. We have some cool plans for that, so hopefully
Yeah,
it
we
works
do.
out.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys a hint. It has something to do with the penny. So, it'd be cool. But Nathan,
I'll get it.
you gotta get the pennies, bro.
I get it.
Yeah.
I already have it, kind of. I'll tell you guys later.
Wait, what? How do you kind of have a
All right, just don't worry about it. All right, we're gonna end the episode right now.
Yeah, well, that's all we have. That's all the time we have for this episode. Make sure that you keep on listening and that you tell all your friends and your family and all your pets about our podcast, and make sure you play it on
And your
repeat while you're
teachers,
sleeping.
and your teachers.
Yeah, and all your classes, everything. Yeah, so thanks for listening. Remember, episodes every Tuesday at 8 a.m. and make sure to follow us on social medias at Theory Premed.
3 pre-med?
And yeah, we'll see you later. Bye.
See ya.
Peace.